Welcome back. Right now, Ark Invest is on fire. The firm's focus on disruptive innovation, in tandem with its bold and correct calls, like that of Tesla, for instance, have put Cathie Wood and the team in the spotlight. We recently learned that Ark Invest is planning to launch a new Ark Space Exploration ETF, the focus of which is obvious. With this announcement, I know many people are already ready and willing to add this upcoming new fund as soon as it commences trading. Ark Invest is on a hot streak right now, and I believe it has so much farther to run. With their 5 funds, Ark Innovation, Genomics, Autonomy and Robotics, Internet, and FinTech, I think Ark has their bases covered when it comes to capturing alpha on the future of investing. If you don't want to spend a second managing your money and want to stick with a fund that aims to destroy the returns of the market, keep watching. And even if you do want to make your own investment decisions, I think that Ark's funds are a great supplement to any brokerage account. I'll leave some links to them in the description. With the Ark Space Exploration ETF, soon to be trading under ARKX, it is poised to take full advantage of the growth market of space, now that space is starting to deliver as an investment category. With recent gains coming from Maxar Technologies, Aerojet, Iridium Communications, and a ton of SPACs getting going, as well as Virgin Galactic, the highest profile one to date. There is a lot going on here in the public markets. But what, you might ask, about SpaceX? How does Elon Musk fit into this? After all, why would Ark make a fund with its identifying symbol being an X if it were not going to include SpaceX in one capacity or another? I think ARKX is the first step towards space companies being mainstream investments that are better understood in the capital markets. Therefore, I speculate that ARKX could be a way to obtain exposure to any future IPO of SpaceX, or, more likely in this decade, a spin-out of Starlink in the next few years. Ultimately, Ark's single biggest holding across its many ETFs is Tesla, and it thereby has normalized TSLA as an innovation-driven company in investors' eyes. Unless Ark has found a way to work with SpaceX and somehow purchase some of the company in a way that allows it to be part of the upcoming ETF, then I think ARKX will only be home to the public space companies. Nevertheless, I think it is a great place for this to start. Ark Investment Management filed on Wednesday, January 13th to launch the Ark Space Exploration Exchange-Traded Fund under the aforementioned ticker ARKX. According to the filing, Ark's new fund will primarily track companies engaged in space exploration and innovation, defined as, quote, leading, enabling, or benefiting from technologically enabled products and or services that occur beyond the surface of the Earth. That includes companies in 4 categories, according to Ark, quote, orbital aerospace, suborbital aerospace, enabling technologies, and aerospace beneficiary. So, from that, you can see how this is really designed to, in my opinion, be a majority holder of SpaceX and derivatives such as Starlink, with others such as Virgin Galactic, etc. I know many people are long each and every Ark ETF in varying proportions. After all, each of the 5 funds has done quite well, some better than others, but all are up. With Ark's enormous success in the last year, I think the ARKX ETF should launch for real on launch day with its entrance into the market, since I think Ark can do something special in the emerging market of space as it did with TSLA in their innovation ETF. I think there could be some huge gains to be had from holding the ARKX fund over time and by owning perhaps some of the same companies that ARKX chooses to include. Personally, I evaluate a company by my own standards before looking to see if Ark Invest is an owner, because I strongly believe it is important to think independent of anyone, even as successful as Ark Invest. That's why you'll see me cover companies that Ark doesn't, as well as those that they do, when our thinking overlaps. I'll cover ARKX in more detail as more becomes known, because it is crucial to understand Ark's moves in the investment space, as they are a leader when it comes to innovation. For now, I'd be fine buying once possible, if I either felt fairly concentrated in common stocks or just wanted to access the space market without needing to pick specific businesses. I think we'll get access to ARKX in a couple of months, maybe by as soon as March or April. Will you be buying Ark's newest fund? Do you own a little of each fund from Ark Invest? How long have you been following Cathie Wood? Let me know in the comments. Until next time.